Now let us try to answer some extra question. Alright, for this question, let us read the question. Miss Khalida needs 5,740 to pay for the down payment of a new car. She makes a loan from a bank that charges a bank discount rate of 12% for a period of 18 months. So question number 1, calculate the simple interest rate equivalent to the bank discount rate. And question number 2, obtain the amount of loan made by Miss Khalida. Okay, so for question number 1, we can use the formula R equal to D over 1 minus dt. Okay, so D here is 12%, 0.12 over 1 minus 0.12 times T. T should be in year. So we have 18 over 12 years. So answer will be 14.63%. For question number 2, obtain the amount of loan made by Miss Khalida. So we can use the formula proceed equal to S times 1 minus dt. Okay, the proceed here is 5,740. S is the amount of loan. 1 minus D is 0.12. T is 18 over 12. Therefore, the amount of loan S equal to RM 7,000. Next question. Hanbul is working in a tire factory that offers a pension in the form of an annuity that pays 5% annual interest compounded monthly. He wants to work for 30 years and then have a retirement income of 4,000 per month for 25 years. How much do he and his employer together have to deposit per month into pension fund to accomplish this? Okay, so let's draw a timeline. For the first 30 years, okay, Hanbul and his employer have to save R. So we have to find R here. For 1 year, the interest J equal to 5% and the interest is compounded monthly. So M equal to 12. Therefore, N equal to 360. So the accumulated amount for 30 years is S. And then for the next 25 years, okay, Hanbul wants to withdraw RM 4,000 per month. The interest rate for 1 year J equal to 5% and it is compounded monthly, so M equal to 12. Therefore, N equal to 300. Since S equal to A, okay, S equal to A, Therefore, the formula for S are 1 plus I 0.05 compounded monthly over 12 to the power of 360 minus 1 over 0.05 over 12 equal to A 4,000, 1 minus 1 plus 0.05 over 12 to the power of negative 300 over 0.05 over 12. So therefore, R equal to RM 822 and 15 cent. So 822 and 15 cent is the amount that Hanbyo and his employer have to deposit per month. Next question. Fatah and Fazura are buying a house and have taken out a 30 years RM 200,000 loan at 6.8% interest compounded monthly. So for question 1, what will their monthly payment? So we have to find R. Question number 2, how much will they have actually paid at the end of 30 years? So R times N. How much interest will they have paid? So interest is given by R times N minus A. Okay. So let us calculate. For question number 1, we are going to use formula A equal to R. 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of negative N over I. Okay, so A here is 200,000 equal to R 1 minus 1 plus 0.068 over 12 to the power of negative 360 over 0.068 over 12. Therefore, the monthly payment are equal to RM 1303.85. For question number 2, how much will they have actually paid at the end of 30 years? R times N equal to 1303.85 times 360. So answer will be RM 469,386. Question number 3. Interest equal to R times N minus A. So 469,386 minus 200,000. The answer is RM 269,386. Okay, next question. In order to buy his dream car, a BMW 318i, Mr. Harun takes a loan of 240,000 at 6% per year compounded monthly for 20 years. Find the monthly payment. So here we have to find R, the monthly payment. Question 2, find the total interest that need to be paid. So total interest is R times N minus A. And then question 3, Mr. Harun missed the first 10 payment. So what must he pay at the time the 11th payment is due to bring him up to date? So here we have to find S11. Question number 4. If after 15 years, Mr. Harun decide to pay off his loan, how much must he pay? Okay, so for 15 years, n equal to 180. So Mr. Harun has paid for 15 years. And then for the rest, he want to pay off his loan. So we have to find A60. Okay, so let us calculate for question number 1. We are going to use A equal to R, 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of negative n over I. Okay, A here is 240,000. R, 1 minus 1 plus I, 0.06 compounded monthly over 12 to the power of negative 240 for 20 years over 0.06 over 12. Therefore, R, the monthly payment, equal to RM 1719.43. For question number 2, find the total interest that need to be paid. So interest equal to R times N minus A. So R 1719.43 times 240 minus A 240,000. So answer will be RM 172,663 and 20 cents. For question number 3, let's draw a timeline. Okay, so Mr. Harun missed the first 10 payment. Okay, so Mr. Harun missed the first 10 payment. So he missed the first payment, the second payment, and so on. So he missed the 10 payment. What must he pay at the 11th payment is due to bring him up to date. Okay, so he want to pay at the time the 11th payment is due. Okay, so here he want to pay here. Okay, therefore S11. So S11 is given by R 1719.43 times 1 plus I, 1 plus 0.06 over 12 to the power of 11 minus 1 over 0.06 over 12 equal to RM 19393.74. The fourth question, If after 15 years, Mr. Harun decide to pay off his loan, how much must he pay? Okay, so here 15 years, here is 20 years. So N here equal to 180 and here is 240. So if after 15 years, Mr. Harun decide to pay off his loan, how much must he pay? Okay, so here is N 181, 182 and so on. So he want to pay here. Okay, so the number of payment left N is 240 minus 180 equal to 60. So we have to find A 60. So A 60 is given by R 1719.43 times 1 minus 1 plus I 0.06 over 12 to the power of negative 60 over 0.06 over 12. So answer will be RM 88938.48. Next example. 6 years ago, Alia deposit RMK in an account that paid an interest rate of 3.75% compounded monthly. Today, an amount of 37,556 and 50 cents has been accumulated in the account. She plans to add more saving in the account by making monthly deposit of RM300 for the next 10 years. During this period, given the interest rate is 4.05% compounded monthly. For question A, find the value of K. Question B, how much the overall interest will be obtained at the end of the 10 years period. Question C, after 10 years period, Alia withdraw all the saving and buys an annuity scheme that promises a return with the rate 6% compounded quarterly. How much equal withdrawal at the end of every 3 months can she make for the period of 15 years? And question D, calculate the effective rate equivalent to nominal rate in part C. For this question, let us draw a timeline. Okay, so this is our timeline. Negative 6 years, negative 5 years, 0, 1 year, and 10 years. Okay, so the interest rate for the last 6 years is 3.75%. And now the interest rate is 4.05%. Earlier deposit K here, and now S1 is 37,556.50 cents. Okay, so starting here, Alia deposit every month 300 ringgit for 10 years. Okay, so S2 here, R equal to 300. Okay, and here for 6 years is 72, and here n equal to 120. Okay, for question A, find the value of K. To find K, we use the formula S equal to P 1 plus I to the power of N. So K is the principal. S is 37, 556 and 50 cents. K 1 plus I 0.0375 over 12 to the power of 72. Therefore, K equal to Rm 30,000. For question B, how much the overall interest will be obtained at the end of 10 years period? So first, we have to find S2. Okay, we have to find S2. R equal to 300. 1 plus 0.0405 over 12 to the power of 120 minus 1 over 0.0405 over 12. Okay, so S2 here equal to Rm 44,291 and 60 cents. So the interest earned for this case, let's say I1. Okay, I1 is S minus R times N. So S here is 44,291 and 60 cents minus R 300 times 120. So interest earned is Rm 8,291 and 60 cents. Okay, 6 years ago, Alia deposit 30,000. So now, the amount is 37,556 and 50 cents. But after 10 years, let's say the amount accumulated is S3. So S3 is P 1 plus I to the power of N. And the principal now is 37,556 and 50 cents. 1 plus the interest rate is 0.0405 over 12 to the power of 120. So the accumulated amount is 56,270 and 17 cents. So interest earned for this case, let's say I2 is S minus P. So S here is 56,270 and 17 cents minus the original principal, which is 30,000. So interest earned is 26,270 and 17 cents. So total interest is I1 plus I2, which is 34,561 and 77 cents. For question C, after 10 years period, Alia withdraws all the saving and buy an annuity scheme that promise a return with a rate of 6% compounded quarterly. How much equal withdrawal at the end of every 3 months can she make for the period of 15 years? So first we have to find the total withdrawal. Okay, so the total withdrawal is S2 plus S3. Okay, so S2 is 44,291 and 60 cents. S3 is 56,270 and 17 cents. So total is 100,561 and 77 cents. And this is our A. So A is 100,561 and 77 cents. So R is the equal withdrawal, okay, that we have to find. And the interest rate, J is 0.06 compounded quarterly, M equal to 4 for a period of 15 years. So T equal to 15 years. Okay, so we are going to use the formula A equal to R 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of negative n over I. Okay, so substitute the value 100,561 and 77 cents equal to R 1 minus 1 plus 0.06 over 4 to the power of negative 4 times 15 over 0.06 over 4. Therefore, R equal to RM 2,553 and 61 cents. And then question D, calculate the effective rate equivalent to nominal rate in part C. So we are going to use the formula RE equal to 1 plus I to the power of M minus 1. Okay, so equal 1 plus 0.06 over 4 to the power of 4 minus 1 equal to 0.0614 equals 6.14%. Okay, that's all for this lecture.